Hey guys, it's Steffi, the tradwife who does it all, and welcome back to Hustling and Homemaking. I have a really special treat for all of you today. Austin and I just got back from our Babymoon in Washington D.C. For those of you who don't know what a Babymoon is, it's basically the last hurrah before a baby comes. And so today I wanted to share the highlights of our trip with all of you. We went to Monticello, Quantico Marine Corps Museum, and the Sakura Matsuri Japanese Street Festival. And away we go. I must say that I absolutely love the process of traveling, including going to the airport and getting on the airplane, minus the TSA. It's 6:30 a.m. We are awake after like 4 hours of sleep, and we are going to Monticello! Yes! It's so beautiful. It's warm. The rain has stopped. I can't wait to meet Thomas. I know for Austin, it probably seemed like a long drive because he was driving and it was over like 2.5 hours, I think. But I didn't even care about the time because I was just staring out the window like a dog, and I was looking at the beautiful Virginia countryside. The thing about Monticello is it's not just some tourist trap on the side of a highway. I mean, if you want to go to Monticello, you have to really make an effort to get there because it is far removed from nearly everything else. This is amazing. A dream come true. The first thing that I noticed when we pulled up to Monticello was the rules of Monticello. And I swear, Thomas Jefferson is probably rolling around in his grave right now because he's like, why are guns not allowed at my house? The thing that made this trip to Monticello even more special and meaningful was that we went on the day before Thomas Jefferson's birthday. It feels so different than the pictures. I was picturing there to be all this land around it. Almost like it goes out farther than this. I didn't realize it's so high in elevation. The one thing I appreciated about the house itself were the pillars. And we were told by our tour guide that they had actually been restored to their original sand-painted finish. And this is something that Austin and I talk about quite often. It's the concept of, is a historical object still the same object, even if all of its parts have been replaced? And that's a really hard one for me because I really value the original of everything. And unfortunately, you just can't get that with stuff that's from the 1700s. When I first entered Thomas Jefferson's house, I really liked that he made it like a museum. My favorite piece inside of Monticello definitely would be the Lewis and Clark Expedition elk mount. Now, the thing that I'm not really proud to admit, but I have to because I can't just be all like positive about this experience. But inside of Monticello, it almost felt staged to me. And after I went there, I actually looked it up, and only about 60% of the furniture is original in the house. When I was walking around in the house, I just didn't feel Thomas Jefferson's spirit there. I couldn't feel his energy because so much of his stuff was not there. It's been given away throughout time. The one super cool fact that really stuck with me on our tour was that Thomas Jefferson put his feet in a cold water bath every morning. Now, when we got to the kitchen of the house, rather than admiring all of the dining sets and teacups, the tour guide started talking about Thomas Jefferson's relationship with his slaves, in particular Sally Hemings. And she proceeded to say that Thomas Jefferson never freed Sally Hemings. He wouldn't let her be free. But he did make a compromise with her when she was in France. And he said, if you come back here, I will free all of your children. Now, while I'm standing in this beautiful kitchen, I just got a bad taste in my mouth. Because I'm like, okay, Tommy J, that is not cool. Why you do that to your lover? We did get a glimpse of Thomas Jefferson's grave. We were at least able to pay our respects as we were driving by. The gift shop at Monticello absolutely sucked, although we did come back with some magnets and an ornament. But Monticello needs some AP for Liberty shop merch. I am not kidding. After Monticello, Austin and I rushed to the Quantico Marine Museum before it closed because we only had a few hours. And that museum was awesome. I didn't really know what to expect, which is probably good. And their exhibits were incredibly interactive. Basically, it gave you a quick dive into American war history. On day 2 of our trip, we went to the Sakura Matsuri Japanese Street Festival. It was so crowded. We bought our tickets in advance, but the line was like wrapped around this building, and every line for the vendors and food was super long too. But I did manage to get some of my favorite things: my brown sugar bubble tea with strawberry poppers, a Sakura icy, and some yummy Japanese dishes like the okonomiyaki. I really don't know the next time that I'm going to find myself on an airplane and going on a vacation. I'm in my 25th week of pregnancy right now, so I know it's going to be a little while. But I certainly have hope because Austin and I met lots of families on our trip that were traveling with babies, and they said it is totally possible. So we'll be back again. I'll be on a plane soon. But for now, I'm gonna hold these memories very close to my heart. And I'm going to think about how grateful I am for this experience. I hope you enjoyed my video today. Please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And as always, be free.